Solomon didn't drift from God overnight, and neither do we. I was reading through the life of King Solomon in the book of First Kings, Second Kings, and one detail stood out. When God appeared to Solomon the second time after the temple had been built, in First Kings verse 9, I expected the conversation to revolve around the beauty of the temple. After all, Solomon had just completed one of the greatest projects in the history of Israel. But instead, God gave him a warning. He told Solomon that if he continued to walk in his ways as David had done and did not turn to other gods, then he would establish his kingdom. What struck me was this. At that moment, Solomon hadn't turned away from God yet. He wasn't worshipping idols. He hadn't built high places, and his heart hadn't visibly drifted. So why the warning? Because God wasn't only speaking to Solomon's present, he was speaking to a future that Solomon couldn't yet see. And eventually, the very thing that God warned him about happened. His heart turned away in the book of 1 Kings 11 1-6. Not in one day, not after one decision, but through series of small compromises, one marriage, then another, until the same man who built the temple of God was building altars for foreign gods. It reminded me that spiritual drift is rarely sudden. It's often the accumulation of small compromises we convince ourselves that they don't matter. It's only this once, it's not that serious, everyone is doing it. But little compromises eventually shapes the direction of our heart. One thing I've been learning is this: God doesn't give unnecessary instructions. Sometimes He warns us about things that don't even seem relevant to where we are today. Not because we are already there, but because He has already seen the road ahead. His instructions are often His mercy. The question is whether we would obey before the warning makes sense, because by the time it does, the drift may have already begun.